Oh, this is Game Destroyer, and I'm back. This actually isn't a test video. I turned down all of the sounds and music that is playing in the background due to it was insanely loud during recording. Well, not insanely, it's just that it was loud enough that anything in the background, like me speaking, would not be able to be heard. But right now, I'm playing Don't Starve. This is gonna be the first episode of a few. And when I say a few, probably one, and then I have to restart and do one again. Because in this game, you actually can die. And if you're not playing on sweet mode or no sweet, relax and explore the world mode, you will die and have to start all over from the very beginning, which is classic mode. The original mode where you have to survive as long as you can without dying. Now, this is difficult due to if you're new, I'm not gonna say noob, if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what armor does, you'll die often. Really, really often. In sweet mode, you can't die to darkness, but in classic, you'll die to darkness. And if you go insane, you'll fight nightmare creatures, which in sweet mode, if you're on the overworld, you don't have to. Well, you'll see the differences in between because I did that test video I made on sweet mode, which I died, obviously, but this was gonna be on classic, so you'll see nightmare creatures walking around me, but they'll try to be murdering me at some point, so let's get into this. And which character am I gonna be? Let's see. Wilson, Willow, Wolfgang, Wendy, WX78, Wickerbottom, Woody, Locked. I'll show you how to get those later. Maybe not, it's difficult to get them. Wigfrid and Weber. Wilson only grows a beard. Willow sets things on fire when she goes insane. Wolfgang has increased health and increased damage the higher his hunger is, but he loses hunger when he's in his final stage 3 times as fast as any other character. Wendy doesn't hit hard but can summon a sister ghost. I don't like Wendy due to she doesn't hit hard. She really doesn't hit hard. WX78, he can ignore rot, gets charged by lightning which makes him go faster, and can die to rain. Wickerbottom can't sleep, so if you want to use a tent or anything, you can't do that. The only way you can put her to sleep is cooking one of those little things. I might find one later on in the video. But even then, she looks very scary. She was sleeping. But she has advanced crafting, so she can craft early on. Then instead of needing a science machine. Woody can turn into Werebeaver. That's about it. He turns to Werebeaver every full moon, so getting some things in the game is annoying. Wigfrid has a high attack stat. I said stat like Pokemon. Higher attack for her basic. The attack doesn't decrease. She has a special spear and a special helmet, which is as good as a football helmet. That's awesome, and they're pretty cheap to make. Besides, stones are limited in this game in the beginning. Weber, he can befriend spiders, and any non-hostile mob will now be hostile. But befriending spiders is awesome. You even can build spider nests. Just be careful not to punch any of your friends, or they'll all be after you. So who should I pick after I explain that? Pretty sure I wasted like a minute or 5 just explaining every character. I do Wickerbottom. You'll see why in a little bit. I'm gonna explain more about how the better crafting works. Generating trees. Sometimes I say funny little quotes when generating the world, like generating Wilson's beard, even though you didn't even pick Wilson. Say, pal, you don't look so good. Get out of my face. And since I'm playing with an Xbox controller, it will tell you every action I can do. And depending on what I do, you can probably tell what's going on. Like, I'm pressing X to try to kill a butterfly for health. But I like how Wicker Bottom starts with papyrus, which can be used for a few books. I've never ever crafted a book because usually I die before that. Also, Wicker Bottom really does not like rot. I forgot to mention that. Well, not rot. No character likes rot. She really does not like spoiled food. Spoiled food is even more or less effective than non-spoiled. And don't start together. Just give all your spoiled food to WX78. You can eat it with no problem. Like, no problem, Bob. Now, you'll see in this run of the game, I won't be going in caves so often until I get the best weapon I can on the surface. Because, man, caves is where I die most. No lies, unless I'm fighting a boss. Because the bosses can easily wreck you. Well, not really. Moose Goose can wreck you. Considering you have to fight her and then a few mini bosses. What's my map so far? There's not much stuff here. I hope that's a gold block. Need more flint. Sometimes I just don't get lucky with flint. And then it take me like a year to find it. Ah, there's another piece in here. But once you make your first pickaxe, you can run into a whole lot of flint. Unless you're still unlucky. Nope. Wait. Please. 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 No. They're not after me. They're not trying to harvest my soul right now. What are those guys? They are called bishops, and they shoot projectiles that, if you're not wearing a football helmet or just any armor period, will do a whole lot of damage. If I remember the damage count, it does 40. Like 40 is like most of my health. Sorry, I might cough every once in a while. But it's natural. So I don't know what I'm saying, sorry. I might get this stuff. Be careful going through wormholes. Because if you're near the insane cap, which lets nightmare creatures spawn, there's gonna be nightmare creatures. For sure. What can I really do with those gears again? What's that? bishop. What to say, is there a boss when I just spawned? This is actually the fastest I've ever found Clocksworth. And yeah, it actually is the fastest I found Clocksworth. I said Clocksworth. Clockwork. They're usually difficult to find. Why am I trying to chop a tree with a shovel? Well, why did I grab a flower? And I really don't like these biomes. If you know what set pieces are, these biomes are not set pieces. They actually spawn in almost every world. Which makes it less and less special when I see them. Every time. Wasting this place a little bit. Red mushroom. What's this biome? Oh, same biome. Darn it. Not, no. Wrong thing. I could temporarily fire this. Because I can't just use up this gold. Where's my pickaxe? It wouldn't be worth it to burn that. I probably shouldn't have wasted all those materials. It looks like they're eating in there due to the animation that plays. I wonder if the page would attack Bishop and all the other Jackals, Clobberbirds, or they're sleeping. Okay, it's difficult to aim. I spear at something's face. Good thing. Getting spiders. Relatively easy to lower the bases. Which is still relatively easy at the beginning of the game. This is bad. My inventory's cluttered. No. Ah, shoot. Okay, no. This is the guy. But he can't help me with it. I'm surprised he hasn't spawned a tree right now. Do not fight this guy, the method I'm using. Because I'm pretty sure I'm trying to kill these things. Worst way I can. Can I just straight up craft what I need? Oh, I can. Better move out before this. Man, they can really mess up someone's base. If they run into it. Can't hold me now. Oh! I found it. That's awesome. You have to finish. What did I find? Well, one of the things that can help me. Pretty sure I get one of the characters. Not 100% sure. Oh, this is Biome only spawns in this mode. Not gonna roll. That's a suicide mission. Do Lumpy Evergreen drop seeds? I don't want to go in there at night. It seems like they never drop seeds. Which puts you on high risk. And if there will be no grass. This is why you think smart about when you're placing your base. There's another touch. Yeah. Overhead. Run into that. How much time has it been? A few minutes. Come out, wherever you are, piggies. Unless you've been murdered in the last 3 days. I've been horrible if they murdered me 3 days. But I hear them fighting. Oh, it's not fighting. I always sound like they're fighting when they're not. They just naturally make that sound. I'm gonna need a whole lot more butterflies. Hey, buddy. Here, take acidic meat. You might be saying what I mean by acidic is poison. But they can safely eat it, so I don't have to care about his safety or her safety. And I almost crafted something that I complete expert. Compass even do. I did tell you what direction you're facing, but why would you want to know? North, east, west. Not picking cactus. I don't want to find a hound mound. Yes. Is it nothing? Pigs. Hand that, please? Why? Why is that a thing? I guess it is useful if you don't have an alchemy engine. But you gotta kill your friends for it. Actually, I think I didn't actually know behind that. Why are the tumbleweeds getting stuck in the middle of the map? I'm not gonna chase that. Hours too. What is this? Go dart. Oh, sleepy dart. Now I know I can put my friends to sleep. We'll see you in the dark. Watch as they die. I'm pretty sure I'm close to a tumbleweed spawner. It's great, actually. Why would the... Never seen that happen. I use those weeds. Football helmet, huh? And that pig's not gonna... Not gonna stop running around. Darn it. I need a few more monsters. I think these two up here. You stay in the fire. That was extremely unfortunate. Where is some? I don't know. It's gone. It's in space. Thank goodness there's a whole lot of birds here, apparently. I shouldn't find a helm now. Maybe it's over that, should I? Hopefully not. That surprised me. I'm finding so many gears. You followed me. I think nothing. I wish I can get that trinket for gold. And please I can use them to attack whatever I want. Oh man, if you could only hear. It's pouring. Oh, and I found the last thing I needed. I should get away from here. You can either find characters, not this set piece. I can set it on fire. And everything about it I set it on fire. Now we get rid of any chances of going insane. I'm just being here. Which you might say is pretty useless. You guys just gave up materials. And why are you pooping? Why are you pooping? Oh dear. Seriously, don't know how to survive long in this game. Making those challenges difficult. Even in easy, it gets rid of all the assets that made it easy. So nightmare creatures can spawn and a lot of that stuff. If you ever try running away, I'm just gonna blow dart them. Set them on fire. Because apparently not many creatures wake up from being set on fire. Well, set on fire. Wait, can I find a spider's nest? That'd be great. Never stay time to do it. I'm here. And I see. And my pig companion is dumb. The intentional better. Push them to do something. I really have two of these places. Well done. No, I'll set up camp at least near here. But also close to the wormhole. So I can get back here later. There's a lady. Wait, didn't I say I was gonna wrap it here? I don't do. Thank goodness. Too bad I'll have to murder you too. I said you were monster meat 2 days ago. You know, already been filmed. I regret eating that. 100%. Why did I drop my backpack? More meat. Now I'll set up this right here temporarily. Which meat is somewhat widely available. Even though the pigs take days to respawn, if I remember correctly. And this is so easy to die in this game. Everything is out to kill you. Even yourself. But I'm gonna be wrapping up the game here. Well, bye. I'm just gonna sit here for a second for editing purposes. Bye.